New Thursday means new patch day, and we've got some good changes. Venator Nerf, the Aphelion, the new weapon, has been mentioned. It's actually in the game, and a lot of other stuff to talk about. This is more of a balance patch. Last week we got the content patch, and now we've got some balance changes to talk about, and hopefully some good bug fixes. So this is out right now. Let's take a little look at the changes. Balance changes, items, deadline, buy value, from 8,100 to 15,000. So yeah, these things are so good at taking down the big arc. You can buy 3 per day in the shop. So increasing the price makes sense. And the crafting value has also been changed from 2 explosive compound and 1 synthesized fuel to 3 explosive compound and 2 arc circuitry. And interestingly, the trader stock has gone down from 3 to 1. So if you want to take down a queen, you're going to have to save up for like 8 days now. Interestingly enough, though, it says blueprint crafting. Anyone found a deadline blueprint? Leave it in the comments below. I haven't personally. I've been searching for blueprints for days and I haven't found it. Power cell. The cell value has gone down. Interesting. So you're not going to be able to sell that as much. Not a big deal, though. Launcher ammo. Old 10 launcher ammo for 6,000. New 6 launcher ammo for 4,500. So that works as increase in price, right? It's gone from 600 to 750. Look, I made a video taking down the matriarch with the hairpin to show that you don't need Hullcracker. You don't need it, okay? Yeah, it's the best gun in the game. But honestly, it's just so overpowered, and then I keep making it harder to get the ammo. So think about other ways to take down the arc if you're struggling to get Hullcracker ammo. Sell value from 200 to 250. Crafting. It was 6 launch ammo for 4 metal parts and 1 explosive compound. It's now 6 launch ammo for 1 arc motion core plus 2 crude explosives. Huh. Interesting. Wait, I think these changes are already live. I don't know. I think they're already live. Or maybe I'm wrong. Oh, wait. No, that was the wolf pack that got nerfed, wasn't it? Okay, I had a bit of a moment there. Launch ammo crafting is available at the workshop without needing a blueprint. That's a nice change, though. For those that wonder, you can get the Hullcracker blueprint by completing the quests. If you focus on the gun shop lady and the seed lady quests, you'll get it fairly late on through the quests. But there's a quest called Mage's Footlocker, which will get you the Hullcracker blueprint. Venator. The fully upgraded Venator has been overperforming recently, capable of outgunning full squads using close-range weapons. Let's look at. We're retuning the fire rate gain from upgrades to pull down the pacing a bit while still keeping its damage and accuracy intact. This should encourage players to take some more time with their shots rather than mag dumping the first poor soul they encounter. The community also rightfully pointed out that the weight of the Venator was inconsistent with the weights of our other pistols, so we've corrected that as well. Reduced fire rate gains. So it's gone from 22%, 44 to 60%, to 13 to 26 to 40%. So close enough. The first upgrade is not too great. The second upgrade is like the first upgrade was, and the final upgrade is like the second upgrade was. So the Venator 4 is now going to feel like the Venator 3. That's quite a decent nerf. Damage is still the same, though. Increased weight from 2 to 5. Interesting. Okay. Explosive damage. We noticed that explosives dealt damage to more parts at once than intended, allowing weapons like the Hullcracker to kill large drones too quickly. We've adjusted explosive damage to make it more consistent across the board, and we've rebalanced the damage of the Hullcracker to account for that change. This will require Hullcracker shots to need a bit more precision while still doing good damage to the targeted spot. Rebalanced explosive damage against arc for a more consistent experience. Explosions on smaller enemies, e.g. turrets, are largely infected. Explosions on larger sized enemies, e.g. Bastion, will typically deal a bit less damage. So you're going to need to focus on the weak points of the Hullcracker to bring it down, I suppose. Yeah. Interestingly enough, I think that the problem with the Hullcracker was it had a large AoE blast, and the arc have multiple limbs. So you're doing AoE damage across multiple limbs, the damage stacks up. So this could be quite a considerable nerf for the Hullcracker. Content and bug fixes. Fixed a bug where arc cooldown reinforcements outside the map. Okay. Shredder will now detect and move more reliably towards lore grenades. Okay. Shredder movement and handling updated. Slightly reduced turn speed. Improved braking. Stiffer suspension. And more consistent. Why does this sound like a car? Consistent reactions to impacts for steady behavior in combat. Improved Shredder navigation to prevent it from getting stuck on corners, moving toward the player. No! That means it's going to be even harder to take out. The Shredder is nasty, especially if you're just running through with a free loadout. You got a rattler or something. Okay. Audio. Reduced volume attenuation for the explosion, tinnitus, and concussion effects to improve clarity. Okay. Maps. Barricades access can no longer be placed overlapping your character, preventing clipping through walls and access to locked rooms. Great. Did they change the ability to push through walls with other players? The Dam Battlegrounds. Fix an issue where players will get stuck in the dam control elevator shaft. Fix an issue where players get access to locked room on the control tower without a key. Spaceport. Added collision to the staircase walls and ceilings in the hidden bunker on Spaceport. Fix an issue where players could enter the wall near the launch tower ramp on Spaceport, preventing unfair ambushes. Okay. Bluegate. Fix railing props on Bluegate that mistakenly block bullets. Shots now pass through as expected. Interesting. Stella Montes. Fixed a collision issue on Stella Montes near the train station that could cause players to fall through the train. Fixed a location in Stella Montes train station where players could get stuck. Remove 2 player spawns on Stella Montes that are too close to arc spawn areas. Fixed missing visibility collision on walls in the business center area of Stella Montes that allowed shots to pass through. Okay. I got some thoughts about this, but let's read through this a little bit. Nothing about spawn issues on Stella Montes necessarily yet. We got weapons to talk about as well in a minute. Fixed a crash when using radar proximity chat. Fixed a crash that could occur when surrendering after reconnecting. Fixed an issue with scavenging parts from the shredder. Could leave behind invisible collisions. Raider Den has been ducked out. Wait. Somebody. Oh no. They did it. Look at this. Somebody asked, like, why, if I collect 1 million ducks, why can't I see them all in my hideout? They actually did it. Oh my god. So now if you collect hundreds of ducks, they will appear in your workshop. That is hilarious. Awesome. Okay. The most important thing about this, Aphelion. Fix an issue where Aphelion tracers could become excessively bright at distance, reducing visibility for the player being shot at. Let's be honest, nobody's used this gun, so how can we even see this? But increased Aphelion blueprint drop rates. So this gives us a clue. Firstly, it is a drop rate. It has a drop rate. We need to loot something, and it has a chance of spawning. Interesting. Right. The fact that nobody's seen this, though, blows my mind. Where could this possibly be dropping? Hopefully, they've increased the drop rates enough to the point where we start seeing this pop up now. The question is, where? I don't know. Maybe it's an extremely rare blueprint drop. Maybe we're looking on the wrong map. Maybe it's a night map drop. Maybe it's a drop that only appears during matriarch events. Who knows? They're not specific here with the details. But it seems like maybe it's not a puzzle. We just need to find it in the game. Like, okay, great. Everyone go search every container, every ever possible. Hopefully we'll find it. Stitcher, correct the player facing stats for the Stitcher, showing incorrect scaling of reload time across upgrade levels. Okay, and movement, improved enemy ground detection to better handle steep surfaces, including erratic movement when traversing angled terrain. So the Aphelion is somewhere. We got to go find it, my friends. We all thought it was a puzzle, and now this makes me think otherwise. Increased Aphelion blueprint drop rates. All right, cool patch. Some good changes. Still no information about them fixing the bug that you can phase through a door with 2 players pushing you. Still some issues with spawn points on Stella Montes. And keep in mind, sometimes they just forget to add things to the patch, so there might be some changes that aren't in here. We'll see. Let's jump into the game and find the Aphelion. See you all in the next one. Cheerio.